Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's show for April the 27th, 2021. It's Waddy back at you. We did real crap, well, not really crap yesterday. We were 6 for 11. Not so well on the overs and unders. I definitely didn't get the big parlay that I had going on yesterday. I was hoping to get that, but did get a bit of other juice on some of those long shots. Um, but you know what? Today's another day. We'll get back at it. Real crap day out there today. Hopefully that doesn't affect any of these games. I'm hoping that we get straight good baseball without any interruptions from weather or anything like that. I know that it looks pretty crap out there, so who knows? But we'll get right at it. Who's to say what's going to happen today? But I'm hoping for a couple things to go my way. So we'll go right at it. We're going to say with the Minnesota versus Cleveland game, I'm going to go with probably Cleveland and Minnesota to be over. I'm leaning Cleveland. The Minnesota bats stink. Savale's on the mound for the Indians, and he's just a better pitcher than Maeda. Maeda can get hit up. All right, so it's a pick 'em really, as long as it's a pitcher's duel. But I mean, the juice is on Cleveland. I would go with Cleveland. So that's my pick there on the lean. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the over is gonna be the pick though. The next one here, we're gonna go with Kansas City versus the Pirates. I'm liking the Pirates. The Pirates are playing up. They're playing really above what expectations they have of them. KC, they're not playing bad. They just don't really have a lot on their bats. Boop, 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 boop. The road bats are weak, I guess. So that's what I'm going to go with. I think that the Pirates being really good, being at home, they're like right now, they're just playing well, and I'm going to go with them. I think that that's the better pick today. Yankees versus the O's. Good O's value pick right there. They didn't let me down last night. Can't bet on the Yankees. They suck it. They got cold bats. The values on there's no value on the Yanks. And Kluber's really can get hit up. He's not playing very well at all. So you know what? Suck it, Yankees again. Go with the Orioles, right? So or under. That's what I would say. Orioles or under. Nats and Jays. I would go with the Nats just because Scherzer's on the mound, but I mean, there's real value on picking the Jays because they're just so unpredictable. You don't know. You could put down the Jays and they just go out and win a game for you. You know, if they can get it past Scherzer, if Scherzer decides or gets out if they go into the bullpen, who's to say? I don't believe that Washington's as good as when they used to when they won the World Series. So which they aren't. It's a pick 'em here, but the values on the Jays, but I would probably go with the Nats on this one and probably on an under. That's what I would say on that one. But the value is on the Jays, so go with whatever you want there. Red Sox Mets. I'm going with the Sox today, even though they're playing against the Mets but the Bat are playing in New York. The bats are hot for the Mets or for the Red Sox. The Mets are first in allowing hits, and the Red Sox are number one hits. So it's going to be an over. It's going to be hit 'em up, hit 'em up. I'm hoping for the Red Sox to win, but I'm going with an over for sure on this one. A's versus the Rays. I'm thinking that the A's come back after last night's game in the shit dome. It's a rubber match. The dome goes dark at night. It's a little bit darker in there. The bullpen's going to blow it for the Rays, I think, and the A's are going to get to them. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be under. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. Cubs Braves. I believe the value here is on the Cubbies to win it. They really pushed them last night. I believe that the Cubbies have been playing a lot better than the record is showing. I believe that this is very, very similar records. I believe that the pitchers suck on both, so if the Cubbies can if they can hit them up, if they can get the bats to work, I think the Cubbies can take it to the Braves today. Miami versus the Brew. I'm going to lean Miami on this one with an under. I'm going to say that it's a good matchup in general. It's going to be low scoring. There's no Yelly still. You don't know. Maybe Yelly's going to play today. I don't know. He's back. He's off the reserve or off the injured list, so who knows when he's coming into play. But until I see that, I'm going to go with an under on Miami because of what happened last night. Even though the Brew tend to win the second and third games, I'm sticking with Miami but I'm just going to stick with the under and maybe go with Miami as a little bit of an extra. Um, Philly versus the Cards. I'm believing that with Zach Eflin on the mound, the pitching is going to be better. The Philly bats are just going to light them up. It's Martinez is like 0-4. He's got a really high ERA, and Bryce is going to light him up. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going with Philly all day on that one. All right. Angels and Rangers. The value here is on the Rangers. Rangers at home. Um, Yeah, it was there was a lot of runs yesterday. You know what, the Rangers scored a few yesterday, even though it was against Otani. The Rangers, I predict, are going to bounce back today. That's me. I'm predicting a good bounce back here today, but you know what I mean? It's also because it's good value. It's the juice on that. Uh, I believe Chicago is going to take it to the Tigers, even with the value. The Tigers, that's too much, like plus 240 or something like that. Like, I'm not going with that. I'm going to stick with Chicago. They're just a better team. Tigers got cold bats. I believe that the pitchers are going to keep it low, but I mean, it's going to be an under. It's going to be Chicago. I'm thinking probably 6-1, something like that. So that's what I'm going with there. Seattle versus Houston. I'm going to go with the over on this one here. It's a pick 'em. I like Seattle with the as the juice there. I like Seattle as the value pick, but Houston will win as far as I can see. But Seattle's are sleepers, man. They like to come in there and sneak one in there and give you some extra money if you bet on them. Um, Same with the D-backs. D-backs are hot, and I do not know why they're the dog here. They're at home. Even though Padres have been playing well, Padres have been coming off every time they come off a big win and then they go on the road, they lose. They're got a losing record in the D-backs. Like for like on the road against Arizona. Um, D-backs are just a great value, and they've been playing really well lately. So I'm going to stick with the D-backs all day on this one. My next pick with the Giants and the Rockies. It's revenge day for the Rock. They got pounded last night by the Giants. I know it's going to be low scoring. You got both Chai and Aaron Sanchez against each other, so it's a little bit low score. But I'm really, really thinking that the Rock are going to bounce back and win one. At least get one out of the series for sure. And finally, the big pick of the day, I'm going with the Reds value pick on the Dodgers. Everybody's talking Dodgers, la la la, Dodgers this, Dodgers that. Everybody forgets about the big bats that the Reds have. They've got crazy bats. Like Jesse Winker is so underrated. So is freaking what's his Eugenio Suarez. He's underrated as well. That just I'm thinking that that's a great value bet, and it's going to be an over. There's just going to be lots of runs today. So those are my picks for today. Hopefully, they win anybody some money or me some money or whatever. But like I say, I just pick them and then tell you about them the next day and tell you what I want the day too. So you guys have a good day. Try and keep safe. Try and keep dry. Try and keep warm. Stay away from all those COVIDiots out there. Stay at home, quit traveling out and doing all sorts of goofy things. Please, let's keep this out. But if you like getting your picks in the morning, hit the button to subscribe. Get your little link button, what have you, on there, the little bell button to get notifications that it's come out. Also follow me on at WATTY on Twitter, at WATTY on Instagram, at Monkey Dog Rodeo Podcast. That's at Monkey Rodeo Podcast on Instagram, as well as Monkey Dog Rodeo Podcast. That's Monkey Dog Rodeo, one big long word, podcast. That's for this YouTube channel. So thanks, everybody. You have a good day, and just enjoy yourselves. All right? Peace.